Well, it's been a few days since I did a news of the day kind of thing, so let's go ahead and do that now. It's Thursday, October 17th. Good day to have a discussion about things in the NHL world. First off, the reason why I said, all right, we've got enough to do a video, is that Seattle has announced the ticket prices that they're going to be releasing next year. As we get set for their debut in 2021. Ticket prices are going to start. The general seats for most games are going to be $50, but for certain games, 20. They'll start at $20. Now that's nosebleeds. That's way up in the back. There may not be very many seats at that price, but their overall price points, not bad. Sounds like Seattle's not going to be a bad place to go to a game. And honestly, if I can pay $40, get my wife and I into the building just to get that feeling of how it is in Seattle that first year. Now, they also do mention, hey, most of these tickets are spoken for, and everything's going to sell out that first year for sure. But it is nice to see that they're being realistic about their ticket prices out of the gate, and it sounds like they're going to have a solid start at least. So I'm looking forward to seeing some games in Seattle. Every now and then I get asked, where are you going to go to games in Seattle? Yeah. Victor Rask, if not for bad luck, he wouldn't have any. He was a healthy scratch, and then he gets into a few games. He plays pretty well, and now he's out with a lower body injury. So Ryan Donato will move to center for Minnesota, and it's a shame really for Rask, because he was one of the better members of the Minnesota Wild over the last couple of games. Cousins is going to make his season debut tonight for the Montreal Canadiens, and Jordan Weal gets pulled out of the lineup as a result. If Wheel is an extra piece for, you know what? I like Jordan Wheel. I think he's a good player, and so I'm kind of surprised he's the one that necessarily would sit. But Montreal has some good depth there, so that's a good thing. It is a good thing to have players sitting out that are legit, not a guy that you go, oh, good, at least he's out of the lineup. David Krejci's not playing tonight. They're not saying a whole lot about how long he's going to be out or what's going on with him. Just, yeah, he won't be in the lineup tonight. And if Krejci misses an extended period of time, it does definitely adversely affect the Bruins. My number one concern as a Bruins fan is this. You have Krejci, you have Bergeron down the center. They're fantastic. But when they move on, who are Boston's next ones? Who's going to be the numbers 1 and 2 center in Boston after that? And I don't know that I know the answer right now. And so that's the thing, right? They don't have a Tyler Seguin. They don't have somebody who's coming in. I mean, I like Trent Frederick and all, but he's not going to be a number 1 center. I can't see that. So, yeah. Krejci's out, and we'll see how things work out. I know Coyle's going to be playing in the middle of that second line tonight. Brett Ritchie's on that second line, too. So, Boston's depth is being tested early. On the Capitals side of things, Siegenthaler and Panic got injured last night colliding with one another. So I haven't heard any update on that. We know they didn't finish the game. I haven't heard how long they're going to be out or what's gone on there. But, yeah, so hopefully they're okay. In Winnipeg, there seems to be some optimism now that Dustin Byfuglien's going to return to the team. That concerns that he may retire might be improper and premature. And hey, if he comes back, it should immediately have a positive effect on the rest of the team and on that defense, which has been tested. And it may very well allow Heinola to be sent down, and for Winnipeg in general just to have a better roster than what they have currently. Adding Byfuglien on that blue line means he plays 23-24 minutes a night, and it takes that pressure off that many other defensemen. Speaking of defensemen, in Edmonton, Persson is announced to be out 7 to 10 days in concussion protocol. Anytime they try to put a timeline on a concussion injury, I always kind of think, no, you can hope that they're good in 7 to 10 days. You don't necessarily know for sure they will be, because concussions are like that. But that's what they're saying. It's a week to 10 days, so hopefully he's okay. Koskinen. So coming out of last night's game, Dave Tippett said post-game that Koskinen's the only reason we won. To which Connor McDavid, who had 5 points last night, might say, but you know what? I don't disagree 100% with Tippett. It seemed like the puck was naturally magnetically attracted to the Oilers' zone, and towards the Oilers' net. And the Flyers were snake bit by Koskinen, who made 49 saves. So I don't necessarily disagree, although I did kind of get a chuckle out of it when he said the only reason why one was Koskinen, because I thought, well, wait, what about McDavid and Draisaitl? There, the 6 goals helped. But yeah, no, I get what he's saying. And again, Dave Tippett, he is hard on his teams that he coaches, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing for Edmonton. And he's a solid coach. I think in Seattle, they may very well have wanted him to be their first coach. He just didn't want to sit out that long waiting to coach again. He had the bug that he wanted to coach again, and here we are. Now, the last item on the board is Taylor Hall. Here we are. New Jersey's off to a slow start. So if we had a bingo card and it was all right, so 2 weeks in, we're talking about Taylor Hall and trade speculations and all this, and where could he go and what could they get back. Who would have had 2 weeks? Because that's ridiculous. Again, there's still talk of him extending his time in New Jersey, and New Jersey definitely wants to keep him. But with this 0-4-2 start, does that mean that Taylor Hall goes, I don't know. Because he talked about wanting to go somewhere where he can win. And there's no way that New Jersey and Ray Shero should be okay with him just sticking around past the trade deadline if the team's not very good and it doesn't look like he's going to re-sign. After what happened with Tavares and after what happened with Panarin last year, come on. They've got to smarten up here and go, you know what? You get back something for these guys when they're going UFA. So it might be a sign and trade, something like that. But speculation's begun, including these guys. Now this is actually a Taylor Hall jersey that I got a couple years ago, and I got it right after the trade. So right after he's traded to New Jersey, these jerseys went on sale on Lid's website for, I think it was $50 or $40 I paid for it. It was something ridiculously low, because for some reason Oiler fans didn't want a Taylor Hall jersey. So I got it, and here's, what if the Oilers make an offer? And this has been out there. People right away go, well, the Oilers need a winger, and it could work. The problem for me is this. So, yes, the Oilers would be interested. How much are you going to give up? You're going to have to probably give up at least a first-rounder, if not more. If you re-sign him, if you make it a re-sign and trade, it's probably going to be multiple first-rounders. You're going to have to give up a forward. I'm thinking Nugent Hopkins as well, which would deplete some center depth. And maybe some other piece as well. You're going to have to give up a lot in order to get Taylor Hall out of New Jersey. And I think the risk is really, really high. Ken Holland would definitely make that phone call, I would think. But so would every other general manager in the NHL. If Taylor Hall becomes available, there will be a bidding war, and again, I'm not sure that Edmonton, who finally look like they're on the right track right now, want to potentially pull out too many pieces and watch a whole Jenga thing fall down. That they've very, very patiently built this tower up, and it looks like this year they may finally be ready to win. So, watch for a lot of speculation from especially on Canadian media about every Canadian team and what they could offer for Hall. I don't think that happens. If Hall ends up being traded, look for a team that's a contender or a team that was perceived to be a contender and has fallen short. A team like Dallas, for instance, might be able to bring up some interest, because apparently management still thinks we're contending. We're still good. We still can turn this around. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's like they're at the horse race. I think my horse can win. I'm pretty sure it has a broken leg. I already heard a gunshot. But, optimism is great. And maybe that was just the starter pistol. Anyways, there you go. Let me know what you guys think. How crazy is the Hall speculation going to be? And does New Jersey already find themselves in a situation where he may look at that record and go, I don't know if I want to stick around. Let me know what you guys think. And just in general, we're going to be seeing a lot of these trade speculations and discussions of who's off to the really slow starts. So while people have pointed out, and it's fine, I understand that it's too early for me to be doing videos on teams that are off to slow starts and players off to slow starts. media in general will do this, and we're going to see a lot of it. What I try not to do in my videos is be alarmist about it, and everything's on fire. And my alarm with Dallas is simply that management doesn't see what apparently the rest of us see when we watch them play. And still, no, we'll figure it out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be proactive. And I would think Ray Sherrill is going to be proactive because, again, his job may very well be on the line with what happens with Taylor Hall, especially if this team underperforms this year with the Subban deal. And while everybody loved the Subban deal at the time, a lot of people pointed out, and I was one of them, said that $9 million on the cap, that's a lot of money. And the good news for New Jersey, I guess, is there's nobody scoring right now, so there's nobody that, as an RFA or UFA, would be demanding a huge raise. So I guess that's good news. But, New Jersey's going to be a city to watch and a team to watch for a while here. A franchise to watch. Shouldn't have said city, because they don't play in the city of New Jersey. Anyways, so New Jersey, welcome to the city of California. Anyway, maybe I didn't get enough sleep last night. I thought I did, but maybe not. Anyways, there you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, as always. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, and I mentioned it in the first video this morning. I'll mention it again here. That apparently YouTube's going to be removing spam accounts from the subscriber counts. So keep an eye on whether or not you're still subscribed to the channel. And if you do the little notification bell thingy, make sure that's still notified if you want it notified. And if you don't, then don't. It's not... I don't push that on people because no. There's only one channel I do it with personally, and I just go into my subscriptions every day and I go through and I watch the ones I want to watch, and the ones that I'm not particularly interested in I don't. And that's part of the reason why I produce as many videos as I do, because I often see comments like, oh, he makes too many videos. I want to make sure that, if you guys want to watch something hockey related, there's something on the channel for you, and the other stuff that you want to avoid, easy enough to avoid. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and hey, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I will talk to you again soon.